Hello everybody, welcome back to another defending video. This time I'm going to be doing some post commentary. There's not going to be any music, it's not going to be sped up. Just going to be an analysis of what I'm doing, or what I was doing. I'm walking around. Just the first thing that I'm always going to want to do is I'm going to run up the ladder on this map and grab a lot of blocks. Grab that, grab some glass and buckets. Bit too many buckets. I'm going to run over. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna see they're defending that one, so I'm gonna go over to this one. Next, I'm gonna cover up the water just for ease of access. Awesome. Now I'm gonna create a chest and a crafting table. Well, crafting table first. I'm gonna create a chest, and I'm gonna use that to store some of my wood and several buckets. Sorry, alright. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some slabs. And this is gonna be where I'm gonna build the area where I sit in the defense. So pillar up 3, and then I create this little structure, which you'll see in a second why I do it. Oops. So then actually, at this point, this is just a little wall that I built so that the people can't get in while I'm setting other things up. Sorry if you hear that shift noise, it's pretty obnoxious. Whenever I hit the shift key. So next I'm going to start the bucket and move it up to a higher place. I'm going to move it up to the area that I hang out at. There's going to be a few moments in the video where I speed things up because they're really boring. So I'm going to craft the rest of my wood into whatchamacallits. And I'm going to start the outline of the staircase that I'm going to build. Next part is pretty boring, so probably going to speed it up. Sorry, not this part right here is not very boring. This is where I put the whatchamacallit. I don't know what to call it. It's just a little extra slab thing. So this is a little step stool that I create so I can get up onto the higher parts. So I can get up onto this thing right here. I'm gonna do it on the same thing on the other side. Alright, so here's the first sped up part. It's just me breaking this massive obnoxious structure. There's not much else to it. I'm storing it because it gets them away, and it's a good thing that enemies can use to do things, I guess. They can like hide in it, they can place blocks on it. So I just want to clear it away real fast. God, that sound is really weird. Ugh. Shoot that guy. Not much else to it. Alright, so now I'm going to start digging the pit. Oh wait, no, a skybridge. Oh yeah, the skybridge is a massive problem in this game. So there's another part that I'm going to speed up at some point where it's just 5 minutes of me trying to stop them. But in the meantime, I'm digging the pit. Dig. I want to dig the pit a layer at a time. Because if I dig only a certain part out, it fell over. Oh yeah. Oh no, gosh, that skybridge. Such a problem. It distracts me a lot. It's actually... Never mind. Clear away things one block at a time. Yeah, you want to clear things away one layer at a time, sorry. That way you just clear away the layer of the pit, and then you add whatever you need to add to the pit, which you'll see in a minute. Killed him, finally. Dig. I think you only get one layer done just because of having to deal with that skybridge. So another thing that I forgot to do is to put a slab. You'll see in a sec. Or sorry, to put a trapdoor right there, so that way I have an easy way. Shoot the scabbard some more. And I'm out of arrows. God, that was just, I got kind of mad at that point. I shot a lot of things in chat. So I think I'm just gonna speed up the video at this point. Right, so here comes a long bit about Skybridge. I type a lot in the chat at this point. I'm telling them all, get up there. Oh, yeah. Get attacked by that guy, I almost died. So at this point, I pillar up, not get knocked down. Pillar up again. Pillar. I get up there, there's no one up there. So I start destroying a bit of stuff. Didn't really work very well. Luckily, my teammate takes out Watermelon King. So then at this point, I just dig down the next 30 seconds. Well, not 30 seconds, but whatever. And luckily, we get a ladder going up to the Skybridge, and some people start to destroy. So, yeah, he's destroying that, which is awesome. So now I get to continue with my defense. You see right there why I have the trapdoor there. So, I destroy this block spam, and then I climb back up, and I grab some more jungle wood, and just make some more crafting tables. God, that started me. Crafting tables. Crafting tables. So luckily we have a presence up there. So then, as you saw, I destroyed a layer and then I added the next part of the layer. If that makes any sense. So now I'm going to destroy another layer. And then I'm going to add the next part of the layer. It's important to not destroy just like one section, because then you're down deep in the hole and you don't have very good visibility. Digging the pit in your defense is one of the most dangerous things, I guess. It's the point where you're most vulnerable in your defense. So whenever you're digging, right there I just checked upwards just in case this guy burst over me. A lot of the times, you'd be surprised how many times you get skybers into while you're digging a pit. Check up again. You learn a lot from your mistakes, and one of my biggest mistakes was just digging a pit without thinking, with thinking they wouldn't be able to do anything. Actually got denied on a team once because someone got my wool that way. Check up. Dig another layer out. So at this point I'm going to check to see how deep the pit is, and I realize it's quite deep, so I decide I'm going to have to make my staircase, what's the word? It's more slanted, which you'll see in a minute. So when I make it more slanted, I'm going to dig out 2 layers and then add the crafting tables, which you'll see in a sec. I always get startled. I thought that was a tunnel there, and then I saw it was a teammate. So I dig out 1 layer, but I'm not going to add the next row of crafting tables. I'm going to dig out another, do a quick upwards check. Wait, sorry. Huh. Now I dig out 2 layers. Totally forgot. Make more crafting tables. So I was about to put crafting tables down, but then I remembered that I needed to dig out 2 layers. I don't have enough time to make, what was I going to say? So I don't have enough space to make it a perfect, what's the word? I don't have time to make it normal, like I don't have time to finish the pattern that I was following. I didn't have space to do this, to keep it going down straight. So I pop up because I hear some arrows being fired, and I'm curious, and yeah. I run up here, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. I guess I was just being weird. That was a guy. Oh, he gets ganked. 4 people on him. I think I was just making sure that I was completely safe and that I could continue to dig the pit. You might notice that I'm not adding I'm not adding water yet to my staircase, which is what I'm going to do eventually. But the reason I do that is because I want to finish the actual thing before I water, because it's very difficult to swim up and down to grab more blocks. I do a quick upwards check and then I finish the pit. Also, if I add the water and someone's coming and I want to get up to my little safe haven, I guess, not safe haven. I hear some blocks being placed, so I run up here. That should always be the first thing you do, is to, if you think there's any sort of danger, you want to get up here into your into the area that you're holding up. So, place those 2 blocks. I also have an area of, I have a little airspace pocket. I don't make it go all the way to the bedrock wall because it gives me more visibility, and also it's easier for them to tunnel into the staircase. So now I do some really weird things. I made I'm making an infinite source down here, but then I remember that my stuff is up there, so I dig up, grab 2 water buckets, dig back down, and then I make a little weird staircase in a second. I was debating about whether I should make a ladder to get up there. It's pretty stupid. I heard some blocks being placed, so I started panicking a bit, but it was just our teammates. So I destroy these and make a little staircase so I can get back up and down to my water source. Destroy this thing. Water, water. Water, water. Water, water. So at this point, my defense is basically done. But this defense that I built right now is more of its purpose is really the ground. It stops ground rushers, and it's also really good at stopping tunnelers. So I replace the slabs, add my little back, and at that point I'm done. But I want to add a bit more. I want to make it so that you'll see in a sec. But what I'm about to do is basically a skybridge stopper, I guess. It's basically how I stop the skybridge, and it also gives me a better angle to shoot at. So I make some ladders, and then I build this thing. So I go bam, bam, straight to the bottom one. Put a slab up, slab, 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 slab. It's following the same pattern as my original thing. And then I put a ladder right there, and then I repeat. Ladder, destroy, slab. Oh, they made it back on the sky bridge, which is unfortunate. Oh, I see that guy, Bronco, whatchamacallit. So then I keep adding to my little thing. I mostly make this thing so I can get much better angles to shoot at people. I'm going to add one more layer. It's just like if there are people in the pit, I can shoot at them better, and also I can get better angles to shoot at people on the skybridge. I believe that is all. So at this point, I just kind of kill farm for the rest of the game. Kind of embarrassing, but in the end, they do skybridge into the wall because they had about 4 people on the skybridge and they all shot at me. If you thought this was helpful, interesting, you enjoyed it, tell me in the comments. Like it, subscribe, all that jazz. If you are actually interested in what I was saying and you want to hear more about defending, tell me in the comments and I'll upload some more of these. I have one for, I can do DTCs, CTWs. If you want me to defend a specific map, tell me. I think that's about it. Communicate with me about this. If you hated it, tell me. That's all. Thanks for watching.